How's it going today? Thank you so much for being here. I'm really excited to do my first stream in a little while. Kind of nervous. It's like I forget how to do it, even though it's been like little over a week. That's it. Hasn't actually been that long, but I feel like I forget. Today and Monday I rode my new to me bike to work and it's awesome. I love having a bike that's actually my size, that's lighter weight, that has the T handlebar so I don't need to take my hands off of the handlebar to change the gear. Makes it a lot easier and it's just been great. And the bike we got for me has a little pack at the front of the bike so I can put my phone in there because I like to know how fast I'm going and if I'm making good time or not. So I'm really, really liking it, and I'm glad I finally got a bike that fits me. And we already have a bunch of friends in my chat. How cool. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Mr. Ranger Lab. I feel like I've been seeing you at quite a few streams today in the chat, so it's so nice to see you in my chat. Thank you for being here. Hi, Lori. Oh, Annetta's here. Hi, Annetta. Hi, Demi. Yeah, I'm really happy about it. And it was a good price. It's in good shape. The only issue is that one of my brakes squeaks a lot. So I was going down the hill inside the parking garage and my squeaking brakes just reverberated throughout the entire massive parking garage. And it was a little embarrassing, but it was fun. It was fun. It was funny. And Gary's here and Tanya. So many people. Woohoo! Thank you for being here. So I'm really excited for this video today. I came across it a little while ago. It's a relatively new video of John Melton's. I don't like this layout. Let's be smaller. When was it posted? It was posted 12 days ago. And he's telling us about how we recognize a pyramid scheme and why he cares that we're not in one. And I love hearing MLM coaches talk about pyramid schemes and why they think that their industry is not a pyramid scheme. I've done some, I think, a Ray Higdon video on this topic, and I'm sure I've seen other MLM people talk about it. I just can't remember at the moment, but I'm really excited. Hi, Michael, putting kids to bed and listening. Woo! Awesome. I'm so glad you're here. There's hair in my mouth. So happy to see you here, and thank you for coming. Tanya, I don't know if I said hi to you. You came in 2 seconds ago, but I don't remember. Hello, Tanya. And then Jenny, so many friends. This is so cool. Yay. Hey, Timber. Hey, Elaine. Okay, I'm ready to start. John Melton, famous MLM coach, telling us about how to recognize a pyramid scheme.
And listen, I know this conversation is going to ruffle some feathers. We're going to talk about how to identify a pyramid scheme. And I know some people are going to get upset and they're going to say, how dare you? Why can't you just be supportive? Listen, I've been calling out companies for 10 years. This is not something new. This is something that I'm just doing to attack one company. In fact, there's a bunch of companies that would probably fit into this category.
There's a bunch of companies that would probably fit into the pyramid scheme category. I feel like if there's a bunch of companies in your industry that fit into this category, that should be a red flag, that should be a concern, and that should maybe make us reevaluate why we're in this industry. I think he's going to go through like what he thinks, how we recognize a pyramid scheme, and it's a very nuanced difference between what he says is legitimate MLM and a pyramid scheme. And I feel like if the difference is so minor, is so subjective, that should also be a red flag, because I do not need to sit here and debate with people why my field of work is legitimate, why it's not a scam. And if I feel like if I had to do that, I might be concerned, right? Hi, Anastasia. How's it going? Hello, Rachel. So nice to see you. Thank you all for being here. This is so fun.
I'm speaking from a place of empathy, and I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to inform you. Like maybe you think like, hey, I am in a legitimate company, but okay, maybe you need to switch up your marketing. Like I'll give you an example. This is just a quick example. If you're posting income claims make $800 sending out emails, or make $2,000, no selling or recruiting required. Like, that is an income claim. That's an income claim. Like, in our company, we can't even really say like make $500 a month, because would you agree there's people that join that don't make any money?
One of his ways to help us identify a pyramid scheme is if people are making income claims. And we know that every MLM, everywhere, all the time, you'll see distributors making income claims like, I was able to pay off my student debt, I was able to pay off the mortgage to our home, and I did that all through this business. And then there's never any acknowledging of privilege. Like, maybe they also have a very well-off financially spouse. Maybe they have lots of savings. Maybe they didn't actually achieve those financial goals just through their MLM alone. So there's never actually acknowledgement of privilege. And it's really funny how he's telling us we have to avoid pyramid scheme, or not pyramids. We should avoid pyramid schemes, income claims at all costs. But then later he is definitely going to make an income claim himself, which I find interesting. Funny, my job had an income claim. It was called a salary. In every job I've ever had, every job I've ever applied for, even when it was part-time minimum wage, I never had to try to guess how I get paid. I've never had to guess the salary or the wage. I've had jobs where I had really insecure hours because I was a substitute for a daycare, right? And so one week I might have worked 25, 30 hours. The next week I might have worked 7. So it did make it hard to plan for finances and all that stuff and bills and groceries. However, when I got scheduled, I knew I would be paid and I knew my hourly wage. In MLM, you are not paid for your efforts and you are not guaranteed any amount of income. Our friend of the channel, Monica, has said this a bunch of times. We do not want to work for an unlimited amount of time for the chance for the chance of us maybe getting paid down the road. If I'm going to put in work, I want to know that I'm making some money in return.
And the reason you're posting that is to entice other people to join you. So that's just a small example, but I don't know if all of you know my story. So I'm going to share real quick my background, because I've been in the profession, like I said, for over 2 decades. But my last company was literally shut down by the Federal Trade Commission. They were shut down for being a pyramid scheme. Like, imagine putting in 7,000 people in 2 years, and then in the snap of a finger, within 24 hours, the business is gone.
He's going to tell us later how a lot of us do know we're in a fraudulent pyramid scheme, and we go into it with the assumption that we may make a little bit of money, and then in 6 to 12 months, our pyramid scheme job is going to be gone. In this case, he's making it seem like him and his wife, Nadia, did not know that they were in a pyramid scheme before, and that they weren't aware of the fraudulent business structure. And I could see if someone truly wasn't aware that they were in a fraudulent company, and then apparently they had a huge downline. Apparently they had thousands of people underneath them and were actually making money, and to have it just be like ripped away from you without any fault of your own, without really being fully aware of why this was happening, and you just lose your income, you lose your livelihood. I could see how that would be very, very upsetting. However, we know in MLM, people with thousands of people underneath them, yes, they may make hundreds of thousands or $1 million a year, but they're making that money off of the backs of people underneath them losing money. So while I understand, I sympathize with him in the sense that losing your entire income is probably very scary, but I don't sympathize at the same time. Does that make sense?
The company is shut down. And you go, hey, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, I believed in this company. I believed in this product, but the FTC still shut it down. Now, I'll be transparent. I don't believe they should have been shut down. Maybe they could have been fined, but not shut down. And the problem was, even though we had a great product, most people were joining as an affiliate or a distributor. And listen.
Oh, My screen just flashed. In MLM, 99% of the people who join as a distributor. They do not just join as a company, let me collect my thoughts, as a customer. They do not join as a customer because these products are extremely overpriced and people are purchasing these products because it contributes to their volume and the volume of their upline. So it doesn't make sense for a true retail customer to purchase these products because it's overpriced. They can find very similar products of the same value, the same quality elsewhere. Sorry, I'm not explaining myself well. So Lori said, what company shut down? I used to know his company name. He's in Modere now. I used to know what the company he was in that was shut down, and now I can't remember. I'm just Googling it quickly. Of course, it's always really hard to actually find the answer to that question a lot of the times. And he probably won't have it on his LinkedIn. He probably wouldn't because it was shut down for being a pyramid scheme. Right? I don't know. If anyone happens to know, I feel like we've talked about this in a past John Melton stream. I think DC told us. So if anyone happens to have been there or remembers, please let us know because I would like to know too. See, if an MLM company is shut down, that's it for the distributors, which means that they are not business owners. Exactly. And you are your own business owner, but you are at the whims of the FTC, of the CEO, because if they could just decide to completely change their business model and get rid of the middle people, and then all of a sudden you don't have a job. I do know if you are a business owner, if you're a CEO of a company, you will have your board holding you accountable. You will have to report to them, follow the rules, and you're not just left to your own devices. And so it's a little bit different though, because like it's your company, even though the board of your company might be questioning you, like you're still the founder. Does that make sense? Oh, okay. Hey, Charlie, how's it going? So nice to see you. Okay. This could still happen in Modere if the company suddenly... Yes, Lisa, exactly. It could happen in any company. It could happen in Beachbody. It could happen in Modere. And truly, if these companies could stand on their own, if these products could be sold on their own, we would not need to have an MLM business structure, because we know the MLM business structure is truly genius for the people at the very top of the company and for the CEOs, right? Because you have all of these people paying to volunteer to work for you is because, okay, I'm getting really distracted with these comments here. I'm not going to post other people's videos on my channel, and I respect Marco. I really like his videos, but I'm not going to do that. It's just my choice. It's my channel, and I can do what I want on my channel. And I don't remember what I was going to say, but like Lisa said, your income in any company, in any MLM, can be torn from you at any moment. Okay, this is off topic, but my thoughts and prayers for anyone in the path of Hurricane Idalia. What's Hurricane Idalia? Where is that? Hurricane Idalia. Okay. Oh, off the Gulf of Mexico. Oh, no. Yeah, that's so sad. Okay, Port Adelaide Power, I will block you if you keep spamming my chat. I will block you. Thank you. You have one more chance, then I'm blocking you. Thank you. Okay, Heather, maybe. I'm going to give them one more chance. Okay, bye. Can I block? Ban user and delete. Okay, I did it. I was trying to give them a chance. I was trying to ignore them to see if they would stop, because maybe they're just getting frustrated or something, like give them a second, but no. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. That was the weirdest thing. And Port Adelaide Power has been in all my Amway streams and has been very supportive and has been very, very nice of my Amway stuff. So I don't really understand why that was happening. That was really silly. I volunteer to be a mod if you need one. I'm a mod on a couple other channels. Do you guys know how to have mods? Like, do you know how people can become mods? I don't know. Like, I'm down to make some friends mods. Do you think I need to go on to YouTube to do it? Okay, Kylie, I may block you too. May block you too if you are going to say I'm going to be sued. Okay. Maybe if I go onto my YouTube on my page, I can make some friends mods. Okay, one more chance, Kylie, then you're blocked too. Okay, bye. Bye, Kylie. Thank you. Okay, so Gary. Okay, Gary, are you good to be a mod? Okay, ban user and delete comments. Okay, friends. Who wants to be a mod? So Gary said yes. Okay. Why are all these trolls in my comments today? That's never happened. Gary, I think I just made you a mod. Did anyone else say they're down? Oh, Timber Dan. Sure, Timber Dan. I'll make you a mod. Thank you for asking. I was trying to be nice with the first person because they've been in my channel a lot and they've been really lovely. So I was trying to give them a second. To like get it out of their system. Also because like they weren't saying anything mean to my friends in the chat. So I was just trying to give him a second, you know? And then he still was being weird. And so I was like, Okay, Lori. Look at all my friends being nice to me. Thank you. Sam, you can leave my channel too, bro. Like, what is happening? Okay, and Jenny. I think I made you guys mods. I'm doing it on my page, like on my YouTube. So I don't know if you guys are actually mods or not. And so let me know if you guys are mods or not. Oh, Johnny said good for you, Heather. I'm just lurking here. Thank you. Okay. I don't care about the other people. The first person I wanted to give a second. Because he's a friend of the channel. Okay. That was interesting. That's the first time that's happened. Sam, I'm going to block you in a second too if you don't stop. One more shot. All right, let's go. Oh, it worked for Timber. Good. Gary says, I am official. Okay, good. Is it supposed to be intimidating? Because it's not, right? Okay. Okay, deleted Sam. Okay, Lori said, I am not. Right, Anastasia? I don't have drama ever. Oh, and I actually got a few unsubs. That's funny. Okay. Oh, Lori said, now I am. Okay, that's good. That's good. Did I handle that okay, friends? That's never happened to me before. Ooh. Okay. Are we good? Are we good to go? That was fun. Okay, I don't know if banning actually doesn't let them come back. I don't usually see that kind of stuff pop up on Heather's streams, right? Right? No one usually pays attention to me. Oh, Michelle says you handled it perfectly. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that so much. All the drama is out tonight because it's a full moon. Jenny said, no drama ever, right? Okay, I handled it well. Oh, Tanya, I had like 6 people yelling at me. One of them was like a good friend of the channel who's been around forever, just being like, you're so weak. We should all support Marco because he got sued. You're weak. I hate you. He didn't say I hate you, but he's like saying crappy things. And he's a friend of the channel, so I wanted to give him a second to like chill out. And he just like kept going. So I was like, okay, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to block you. And then like 5 other people came in at the same time. Gotta go to an appointment. Thank you for being here. I'm all distracted. People threatening. Ban Live Export, you are a friend of the channel. You have been here for 1,000 years. I don't want to block you, but I will if I need to. So, yeah, I will block you if I need to. Thank you. Okay, we're going to start.
Not a big fan, first of all. If you say, now I know this is going to ruffle some feathers, if you call what you do affiliate marketing, that's misleading. I don't want to call you a liar, but it is misleading. Because true affiliate marketing is like, let's say I'm an Amazon affiliate. If I promote something on Amazon as an affiliate, I get an affiliate commission. There's no downline. There's no recruiting. As soon as you start recruiting other people, if it's multi-tiered, you go, well, John, we only pay out 2 levels. We only pay out 3 levels. Are you building a team? Yes. Are you promoting the business opportunity? Yes. That's an MLM. How many of us know the company that says they're not an
Ban Live Export, I will ban you. I will block you. I don't want to because you're a friend of the channel, just like the first guy, but I will block you. One more shot.
MLM, but they're network marketing. Like, that's an MLM. This is why people don't trust you. This is why people don't trust me, because we're all in this together. We need to level up the profession. So you got to be careful with your language. It's not affiliate marketing if there's a downline component. Now, I know.
Oh, yay. It's nice that I have mods. I just put them in timeout. Thank you. Yeah, it's not affiliate marketing if you have a downline component at all, because everyone likes to say that. All we're doing is the exact same thing as you promoting your Amazon affiliate link, as you telling your friend that you really like this coffee shop, right? And it's not the same. And he's proving it to us, because for it to be the same, you need a downline. You need a downline of people that you are training to do the exact same thing. Right? And he's right. It's bullshit to say that MLM distributors are affiliates, because yes, they're selling products, sure, but they're recruiting others to do the same. And people in MLMs like to take the definition of network marketing literally. All we're doing is networking to our market. And if you relate that to the affiliate marketing section, that is just networking to your market, correct? But they're ignoring the problematic part of it. The problematic part is not marketing to your network. It's recruiting others into a failed business model. So I just love to hear John talking about this. I think it's hilarious because it really conflicts with the argument that a bunch of people make. And I think it's funny. Oh, yes, thanks, Jenny. Who said anything about not supporting Marco? I'm part of the cult, the Goon Squad. I pay him $5 a month. That's amazing. Yeah, he's great. I like Marco's videos a lot. Yes, hopefully he will cool off. If not, I will block him. That'll make me sad. Just like blocking the first friend made me sad, but I will. Yeah, there's a time and place for being passionate about stuff, but not invading someone else's stream. To do it isn't really appropriate and won't win anyone over. Exactly. You guys feel me. It's great to be passionate about things. Send me an email and we can chat about it in the email, right? So what do you guys think about... Yeah, here's to no drama. Thank you, Charlie. Woo, 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 woo. That's so nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support of my friends in the chat. I'm sorry we got derailed. I'm going to try my best to focus, and I won't give friends as many chances. Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate that so much. What do we think about him saying, you're not affiliates? Don't say you're not affiliates. This is MLM. I think that's really interesting and really funny. Let's keep going.
There are some companies that have kind of taken what our company has done. I don't typically say the name of my company because we get so many people from different companies on our videos. I'm not trying to cross recruit people from other companies. Look, if someone's happily married, I'm not asking you on a date. You understand? But with that being said,
if someone's happily married, I'm not asking you on a date. We've heard Ray Higdon talk about that a lot, where he compares going up to someone without knowing whether or not they're interested in your opportunity as like going up to a person you don't know at the bar that you think is cute and be like, hey, let me buy you a drink, because you don't know the position of the person at the bar and if they're actually interested in you buying them a drink, right? And now John is comparing cross recruiting to trying to date a married person because you're married to your MLM, correct? And it's really funny how he's telling us how bad cross recruiting is, but we've seen other videos with John who he says that when they moved to another company, they didn't tell anyone about, they didn't beg people to come with them, but they said, like, we love you. We want what's best for you. You can come with us if you want. So not directly cross recruiting, but definitely encouraging it, right? Because you are like buttering people up. You are love bombing them, in my opinion, to encourage them to follow you to another company. Therefore, indirectly cross recruiting, right? Thank you for the encouragement. I'm like overthinking my response because I gave them some chances. But thank you for encouraging me there, Jenny. And thank you to Charlie again. That was so nice of you. Right? Then again, maybe you don't know they're interested unless you ask. Right, Dan? Or Timber? Yeah, I completely agree. So strange. I love that, Mr. Ranger Lab. That's so funny. Like, I'm allowed to cross recruit. I'm allowed to love bomb my downline to get them to come with me, but you can't do it. And that's a sign of a pyramid scheme if you cross recruit. Yeah. Yeah, do you mean when Ray, or like trying to date a married person? Yeah. That, like, try to date a married person, they're probably not available, right? But with Ray's analogy with going up to someone at the bar, you may need to ask if they're interested or available, right? Yeah, it's interesting, right? Interesting. Thank you, Mr. Ranger Lab. I appreciate that.
We have something called social retail. Our distributors are called social marketers, and we do have people earning a full-time income, a part-time income, a significant income, extra money, just promoting the products, okay? So, and that's how it should be. So when I see these people that all of their revenue comes from recruiting recruiters to recruit recruiters, it's all about the comp plan, it's all about making money. Listen, if someone says this,
he was telling us about how bad it is to make income claims, and now he's just telling us that people can make a good side income, a part-time income, a full-time income. Sky, I will block you too. What is happening today? One more chance, Sky. One more chance. Thank you. This is driving me nuts because I'm just trying to chill out and enjoy this. Like, what is happening today? It's okay. It's okay. Yes. Okay. I'm just going to take a second because I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed at my stream being derailed. Maybe I need to stop giving chances. Maybe that's it. Okay. He's telling us don't make income claims, and then he's literally just making an income claim here. That's my only point. So again, no income claims for you, that I'm allowed to do income claims myself. It's a little bit confusing when your teacher, your coach, is the one giving you directions and like telling you how to run your business, but then like being contradictory, right? Yeah, Tanya. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Maybe I don't need to give people chances that I don't know, that are not my friends, you know, or my YouTube friends. Thank you, friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's keep going.
Make $2,000 a month, no selling or recruiting required. What? Why would a company pay you anything if you're not selling or recruiting? Y'all, come on, man. Like, listen, I know desperate people do desperate things during desperate times, but it's the tactics. It's the income claims. It's the recruiters recruiting recruiters to recruit more recruiters. And all of the volume is mostly coming from, in some organizations, maybe not the whole company, but in some volume is coming from people buying in to make money.
He's saying the problem is the volume coming from those buying in to make money, recruiters recruiting recruiters to recruit recruiters, and the tactics and the income claims and the cross recruiting. But he does the income claims. He told us he indirectly did the cross-recruiting. Every MLM everywhere, they all claim that you can make money without a team. Sure, you can, but chances are you are not going to make a true proper income if you do not have a huge downline underneath you. Unless you are this huge influencer, this professional salesperson like CC Suarez with 100,000 subscribers with 10 years in sales, unless you're someone like that, unless you are an influencer, unless you have a big following like Chelsea does, you are not going to be able to make a true living just selling the product in network marketing. And if you truly could, and you had no interest in building a team, why would you be in network marketing? Why wouldn't you be in an actual sales position where you are probably getting paid time off, where you are likely like getting bonuses and getting paid for your time, even if it is just through commission, like you're well informed of how you're going to make your money. You do not have to guess and figure out and investigate how you're going to get paid. You know how you're going to get paid. So if you truly could just make your money through sales, why would you be in an MLM? Why would you? I know very few people who have made some good money just selling products in an MLM. Okay, you have. Interesting, Timber. Thank you for saying that. That's very interesting. I assumed majority of people wouldn't be able to, but it's interesting that you have seen people who make good money just through sales. I agree completely. The only way to make money in MLM is recruiting. Yeah, unless you're a genius salesperson, you can't make a full living selling. You can't. You did miss the egg. Hey, Julie. My stream got derailed, but I think we're good now. Thank you for being here. Exactly. The Amway products are unsellable. They are too overpriced. And like, you can get MLM health and wellness products like the products that this guy sells for cheaper, of similar, better quality elsewhere. And you are not buying into a fraudulent business structure where the majority of people are losing money.
Only buying the machine to sell the machine. Does that make sense? That's a problem if that's the case. I'm not saying that's a pyramid scheme. I'm not saying all these companies out there that are using these tactics are necessarily illegitimate, but some of them are.
So not all the companies using these tactics are illegitimate, but some of them are. So what are you saying? The nuance here is very specific. Like, how are we identifying a pyramid scheme? Is it the income claims? Is it the cross recruiting? Is it the recruiters recruiting recruiters to recruit recruiters? Like, what is it? Because you're like, oh, they could be pyramid schemes or they could not be. So you're not actually telling us how to identify anything. You're not.
I would think most people would care about that. Maybe not everybody. Some of you know you're in a pyramid scheme. Some of you are in like the email thing or the debit card thing, and you know it's probably sketchy. It's probably a little sketch. But you say things like this. Listen, I've had people say this to me. Well, I'm going to get into this thing. I'm going to try to make some money. And if it is a pyramid scheme or it goes out of business, well, it is what it is. But hopefully I make some money in the meantime. Like, why would you ever get into something that you know is going to hurt other people?
Who would come into a pyramid scheme knowing it's a pyramid scheme and be okay with it? I feel like the majority of people aren't going to know that MLM is a scam, but before they come into it. And I don't know. What do you think about that? I just think that's very strange and very interesting. Although I do think at some point that people have to understand what's going on. Like, John knows the majority of people in his coaching business, the majority of people in his Modair downline are not making any money. I wonder if there's a connection in his brain, though, that like, would he actually believe that people are not making any money because they just don't work hard enough, because they're just lazy, or because MLM is a scam and that's how the system was built? Like, I wonder what people at the very, very top of the company think, right? I wonder. And Mr. Major Lab, he did not define a pyramid scheme. That's a great, great question. Maybe, okay, I should say, I only know a few people out of, say, hundreds, okay, who have made a significant income just selling products. Most cannot for various reasons. Not everyone has the personality to be a good salesperson. I think there are skills you can learn. You could maybe develop into being a good salesperson. But for example, I do not have the inherent characteristics, the inherent personality traits that would help me be a good salesperson in the MLM, in an MLM. Like I would not be able to do it no matter the amount of training. He's not saying anything, Anastasia. Exactly. I was typing as you were saying the same thing. That's funny. I like that. You ordered soup, not word salad, Jenny said. You're in mode air, sir, which is a big stretch. Or sketch, which is a bit sketch. Gotcha. That's why the IBOs in Amway buy most of their products. I feel like that's the vast majority of MLMs because it's genius in Beachbody. However, you have a couple 100,000 people in your company, and they all have to purchase a certain amount of personal volume, right, in order to be qualified for Success Club. And they cannot not qualify for Success Club because that's how you hit all your premier and your elite ranks, right? So you have couple 100,000 people all purchasing at least 90 personal volume in points, and that adds up. That's a lot of revenue for the company and adds up very, very quickly. And we know the higher up in ranks you get in Beachbody, the more personal volume that you're going to need to have every single month. And I've seen coaches like Melanie Mitro say, well, you say you have 100 personal volume points required each month. Well, 90 is your Shakeology home direct order that you need to qualify for Success Club, and you only have the 10 left over. So just buy some Energize, just buy some post workout, and then you meet your personal volume requirements. So in my opinion, based on how I understand Beachbody, the majority of purchases do not come from true retail customers who have nothing to do with the pyramid. It comes from the coaches purchasing their personal volume requirements, and that's how coaches get their team cycle bonus and get their matching bonus. Okay, you think people don't know or realize that people can be hurt? Yeah, if people made money from the schemes, you wouldn't have to work so hard. Oh, I love that. Why would we need to convince people so much to join us if it is such a brilliant, amazing opportunity? That's a great point. And why does this kind of video even need to exist in the first place, right? They're concentrating on what they need to do. Do you mean John is? Okay. I think people don't know or realize that people can be hurt. They're concentrating on what they need to do. So they're just focusing on the rat race of recruiting, the hamster wheel, always replacing people who drop out, who quit, making sure that all of their volume is where it needs to be. And so maybe they don't have time to actually think about the harm that is being caused to other people's lives, other people's finances, other people's relationships. Is that what you mean? That's a great point. I could never do sales. I work at persuading. You work at persuading? What do you mean? Or do you mean like you're not good at persuading? I'm not either. I think that people join MLMs not just for economic income reasons. I believe that a big part of it is it meets an emotional need that isn't being met in other areas of life. Brilliant point. I would have been the perfect MLM victim right after grad school when all my friends were gone and I was trying to find a job, or when I moved to this city when I knew no one, like I knew 0 people and I didn't have friends, right? I had no friends, and that would have been a good time for me to have a built-in community of people. Unfortunately, I wouldn't have realized that it was they were transactional relationships, right? Yes, the 2 comments are together. Okay. Oh, Lori works in law. Interesting. Gotcha. Yesterday, someone wanted to share their business opportunity with me. It's called Plan Net Marketing. Ooh, I will look into that. That's super interesting. Okay, let's keep going.
Do you understand that? Like, I know, again, some of you are desperate and you're making desperate moves and decisions, but at the end of the day, if it's going to hurt somebody else, and listen, here's how it works, right? These pyramid schemes, a legit pyramid scheme, I'm not talking about a legit MLM, I'm talking about a pyramid scheme. The people that get in late at the bottom are not making their money back. They're not making money. If you're looking at opportunities, you're looking at companies, here's what you do. You ask that.
The people at the bottom of MLMs aren't making any money. And I always talk about Beachbody because that's the only one that I can actually explain the comp plan a little bit. But to have a 15-star diamond team, you need 15 people at diamond rank. And all those 15 people need 2 people at the emerald rank and a bunch of other people to be at the coach rank. So all of those at the coach rank, all of those at the emerald rank are not making any money. And then the diamond coach is barely making any money. Also, for the people at the top of the 15-star diamond pyramid make all the money. It's literally a pyramid. So the people at the bottom are at the bottom. They have no one underneath them. There's always someone at the bottom, always someone at the lowest rank, not making any money, sir. There's a legit MLM. MLMs are like whack-a-mole. They just keep popping up, right? Oh.
Leader that's trying to recruit you, or the company CEO, whoever you're talking to, right? You know, the smaller startup companies are a lot more desperate, so they'll throw money at.
Okay, bye, Sandra. Bye. Okay. I blocked without trying to give a second chance. Yay.
At you, they'll do all these things to get you in because they're looking for credible leaders to help them launch, and then they'll change the compensation plan later, which that's always awesome, right? But they're trying to get you in the door. They're trying to get you.
So he's saying CEOs of lower level distributor of new MLMs are going to try to just get you in the door. They're going to try to make their comp plan, their company seem really appealing, and then they'll just change the comp plan. That's another great example of how your income is so unstable in MLM, because all they need to do is just slightly tweak the comp plan, and then your income can be slashed just like that. All your people can leave. Your company can close its doors. It can be closed down for being a pyramid scheme. There is so much that can happen, even though we are supposed to be our own business owners. They really ride the fence, but they just do enough to remain legal. Exactly. The guy's pretty bold to state the obvious about pyramid schemes and not include MLMs. Yes, thank you. I'm not going to let it derail me anymore. Ever since I discovered anti-MLM, no one has tried to pitch me or sell me MLM products. I keep waiting to tell someone, sorry, I don't support MLMs. That's funny.
You in to use your credibility, and they'll say whatever they got to say, and they don't have the compliance department. They're not going to tell you you can't post this and you can't post that, but they should, because this is what gives all of us a bad name.
So what gives us a bad name is people who, like CEOs of newer companies that don't have a compliance department. I think it's the fact that it's a fraudulent business structure based off of deception, based off of finding and exploiting people's pain points, based off of the vast majority of people at the bottom of the company not making any money. That's the issue. The lying and it's little side industry like this, where people who know that the vast majority of people in this industry cannot afford to pay for John Melton's coaching, but they still sit there and say, I have the answer that you need. I have the one secret that will help you achieve your wildest financial dreams. And it's bullshit. It makes me upset. I've heard Eric Worre say the reason why MLM has such a bad reputation is that there's like cheesy invitations. And I'm like, no, the invitations are the least of your worries, sir. Are the least of your worries. It is a structural issue. And it's not one specific thing. It's the structural issues that started with Amway that now sit with the CEOs of every MLM company and sit with people like this who are just re-victimizing already financially vulnerable people. I'm going to take my camera off just for a second.
This is a black eye for all of us when these companies get shut down. And this is the question you ask. You ready? You guys ready? You ask to see the leaderboard, not the top earners, That's BS. My company doesn't even have a top earner leaderboard, nor should they. Who are the top
Thanks, Lori. Appreciate it.
sellers? Who is selling the product to an end consumer? Because if the majority of your revenue comes from distributors buying kits, if it comes from self-consumption, well, if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a freaking pyramid scheme. You can get butthurt. You could say, John, that's not.
John, how much Modere product do you have? How many hundreds of dollars do you spend per month on your Modere products? I would love to see your collection, because I would venture to guess that you, just like everyone else in every MLM everywhere, do inventory loading. Because even if it's not a requirement, even if we're not in LuLaRoe, we see every MLM distributor everywhere will get every new flavor, will get every new release, and they have way more product than they actually need. I'm thinking about Beachbody when they get to a 2-star diamond, they can open up another business center. And we see top coaches with like 6 business centers. And remember, that's 6 orders of Shakeology a month. 6 orders of Shakeology a month just for their business centers. And they can't drink that much Shakeology. So they're going to have all of this Shakeology sitting in a cupboard, and it's going to expire. Yeah. I'm getting annoyed. I should chill out.
It's not cool. John, why are you calling out my company? Why are you bashing? Because your company's going to hurt people. And I know I wish someone would have been able to convince our last company to change some of what they were doing so we didn't get shut down. So I didn't.
Sure, companies are hurting people, but so is the MLM coaching model, because you're taking people who are in a fraudulent business structure where they are literally destined to fail. They are destined to fail, and you are giving them just a little sliver of hope, being like, oh, you've been in this company for 6 years and you haven't made any money. Join me. I have the answer. I will help you achieve your wildest financial dreams. You just got to join me. So the coaching industry is actually hurting people too, sir. And I do appreciate him saying that, like, he wished that someone would have said something to his company, so maybe they could have changed their ways. Because yes, if a company is shut down for being a pyramid scheme, it's through no fault of their own. It's truly no fault of the distributors themselves. Because I'm going to assume the best and assume that people in his company did not actively know that they were in a pyramid scheme, that they did not actively know that they were hurting the people underneath them, and that the pyramid scheme structure made it impossible for anyone underneath them to make money. I'm going to assume the best. So if I'm assuming the best and people didn't actually know what was truly happening, then I will say it's not their fault. And so I could understand how upsetting it would be for that to happen. Same, Lisa. Same. He's almost as bad as a politician. Vote for me and I'll set you free. Exactly.
And lose a paycheck. Now, it was a blessing in disguise, because obviously that made us look for something new. And now we found our home. It'll be 8 years in September since we've been with this company. But just to, again, reiterate, the majority of our revenue comes from customers. And that should be something every company should strive for. Like, if I show you my top 50, and feel free to reach out to me if you want to see what I mean, but our top 50 sellers, just on my team, I'm not talking about the company, I'm talking about just my team. Those top 50 people outproduce the top 50 sellers in just about any other company in the industry. I've even seen a company, the top 50 seller here out.
Did you study this? Did you compare other companies' top 50 sellers? How do you know this? Just because you think that your team are brilliant sellers, that's amazing. You can't make that claim unless you have some data to back it up. I understand that you won't be able to investigate like every single company everywhere, but maybe you could be like, I reached out to 20 MLM companies and I asked them to send me a list of their top 50 sellers, and I compared it to my top 50 sellers, and this is what I found. Like, explain your sample size, explain how you analyze the data. Don't just make some blanket claim and just expect us to magically believe it. I didn't volunteer to mod as I'm pretty fast on the block button. I love that Heather is now right on it. Go Heather. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. You know what's funny? I was just checking my sub count and it went down like 9 subscribers. But it's like, if you are going to like raid my stream in that way, I don't want you on my channel to begin with, because you don't actually like me if you're going to do that, you know? Yeah. I'm glad it's going well now, though.
So I would put my top 50, and I'm not talking about the whole company, I'm talking about just my team. I would put my top sellers up against any team or company in the industry. And this is why I always say we have the #1 team in network marketing, because I haven't seen any organization sell as much product as we do.
Jessie Lee Ward says the exact same thing. She says the same thing about her team. So John has the best team in network marketing, and so does Jessie Lee Ward. Which statement is true? Because you can't actually prove either one unless you actually track true retail customer sales. You'd make your big spreadsheet and you compare it to others who are tracking their true actual customer retail sales in the exact same way. Then you can compare.
And we have people making real money from selling real products to real customers. This is the problem with a lot of these programs. Like, listen, again, it's because people are desperate and it's sad. Here's another thing. If you're saying that your distributors are affiliates and then they're recruiting, I know some of you are going to get upset, but if you're in a company and they call the distributor an affiliate, that is not affiliate marketing. If you're building a downline, it's not affiliate marketing. Well, John, we only pay out 2 or 3 levels. That sucks. So if I came in on your 4th level, you get paid $0 off of my multi-million-dollar team. Why would you ever do that? I'm not.
Why does it suck that you'd only get paid a couple levels down if it doesn't matter how many people we recruit? Right? Like, if you're saying you can make all the money you want just off of customer sales, why do we need to get paid on infinite levels? We could just do customer sales instead, right? I'm trying to think. I used to know a lot about the different comp plans, but I don't know now. There's unilevel, there's the binary. I know for binary, you just like, you collect the volume on every single person in your entire downline. Could be 6,000 levels deep if you actually have 6,000 levels. But that's just interesting that he said that. It's also really funny that he called out companies that call their distributors affiliates, because we know that's bullshit. There's a big difference between affiliate marketing and network marketing. Julie Joe has said this before. I'm sure Aaron Bees has said this before. In affiliate marketing, you have your link. You might tell some people about your link. You don't need to, though. If people click on your link and buy something, you get a small commission. You're not recruiting others to also be affiliate marketers and making a small portion of their sales. You're not. It's not the same thing. If there's not a downline component, like Jonathan already told us, then it's not the same thing. You can't compare it. How many #1 teams are there, right? How many are there? That's a good question. None of their claims are true. Exactly, Charlie. Which one is the #1 network marketer? I wonder. I don't know. They all say they are, eh? Oh, that was a very Canadian moment. That was a very loud A.
Not building a team with anything but MLM. Now, what I do with social retail, yes, people can make money and earn income and rank advance and get recognition without ever recruiting a single person. But at the end of the day, it is an MLM. It's 100% an MLM. Why? Because we get paid on multiple levels of marketers. I'm not going to call out the ones that are the pyramid schemes. You can inbox me if you're curious if the company you're looking at or thinking of is a pyramid scheme. I don't want to give these companies too much traction, these startup companies that are probably not going to be here in 6 to 12 months. But again, most of the money is coming from people buying into it. They're calling their distributors affiliates when they're building a downline. Affiliate marketing does not consist of building a downline. Selling air, it's $4.99, it's $2.99. What am I getting? Oh, nothing. You're getting access to the website and the tools.
I should have thought to look this up, because he's getting on companies' asses who have like a startup cost. I wonder what the Modere startup cost is. The social marketer enrollment fee, is this Modere? Yeah, the social marketer enrollment fee of $39.99 is automatically added to your cart With this required annual recurring transaction, you'll be eligible to earn commissions via the Modere compensation plan. I literally just Googled Modere startup cost. So, sir, you're saying a sign of a pyramid scheme is $4.99 for air, like a startup fee, but yeah, you have to pay $40 to start Modere, and then you have to probably buy some products too. So you're literally describing your own company. You're describing your own company, sir. Every MLM everywhere does income claims. Every MLM everywhere has cross recruiting. Every MLM everywhere recruits recruiters to recruit recruiters. It's true. It's true. Pay to play. Exactly. That's a horrible deal, sir. I love this, sir, Jenny. I love it.
A joke. That is a red flag. Making money on other people's money. These Forex trading programs. Oh, put your money in and get paid weekly, whatever returns. Every single one of those programs, all the crypto MLMs and all the Forex trading MLMs have been shut down. And if you're in one that hasn't been shut down, it just hasn't been shut down yet. Because
okay, but like iGenius, they're a cryptocurrency MLM, but they are selling access to the cryptocurrency education, the cryptocurrency trading tools that they have. They actually have a service, I'd say, not really a product. They don't have a physical, tangible product. So why are you ragging on that company? Because people in iGenius, they're not just paying in to trade. They're paying in to have access to educational services. And I would be really careful dogging on cryptocurrency MLMs, because I would venture to guess that people in your coaching business are probably in iGenius or whatever the other ones are. So please don't talk down on people who are paying your bills, paying for your life, sir. Gary just said, I love it when the sirs are flying. Love that. I think they're starting to turn on each other. Do you mean the MLM coaches? Is that what you mean? I wouldn't be surprised. It's the whataboutism. It's like, you think we're a pyramid scheme. But what about this company? They don't actually have a true tangible product. Sure, but they have a service. They have a service, sir. And Timber said, sir.
most of those end up creating all the wrong behavior. You can't guarantee returns every week on anything. And you're not allowed to get paid on other people's money. Like in our company, we get paid on an actual product being sold. And that's how
you say the product being sold. Sure, product being sold to distributors. Distributors buying the product gives you volume. And there's no requirement for that to be customer sales. And I was going to say something else. He said in cryptocurrency MLMs, there's no guarantee of return. There's no guarantee of return in any MLM, except if you're John and Nadia Milton at the very top of the Modere pyramid. There's no guarantee of returns. You're probably going to lose money unless you're at the very top of the pyramid. Deflection 101, exactly.
How every company should be. If it's not, again, it's one of those triangle things. It's sad to see people making desperate decisions. I know some of you got bills to pay. You
have so much to say. It's sad to see people make desperate decisions. Those who are in your downline, those who are in your coaching company are making desperate decisions, because those in your coaching company are victimized twice. They're sold the dream twice. They're lied to twice. And they're making a desperate decision, and they're still not going to be able to pay their bills despite the desperate decision that they were forced to make. If there isn't a requirement to sell to customers, that literally makes it a pyramid scheme. Ugh. I feel like when you can buy your own volume requirements, that should be a huge red flag. You are making money off of other people's money, commissions from your downline. I've heard Jamie Fitzpatrick say that Beachbody isn't a pyramid scheme because he's not taking money directly from the checks of his downline. Like, he's not minusing money, taking away money from their paychecks. But Amy Yor has said You kind of are indirectly making money off their money because you are making a matching bonus every time members of your direct downline cycle, every time they have a certain amount of volume in their legs. So you kind of are making money off their money. You're just not stealing money from their checks.
You got mortgage payments. You got, listen, I get it. But this too shall pass. The economy is what it is right now, but don't do something that's going to ruin your reputation. Don't throw away a perfectly good business. And by the way, if you get suspended from your previous company because you were trying to like kind of play both companies, don't get upset, because if they find out that you're cross recruiting, I mean, I'm sorry. Like, if you start recruiting people from your previous company into your new company, why would the old company continue to pay you? Because
but what if you're told by your upline, like, hey, we're moving to Modere, we're moving now. Tell your direct downline to come with you, right? And so you do what you're told, you listen to your upline, then your company finds out, then you get suspended or terminated. If you're doing what you're told, if your upline says it's okay, I think it's totally valid. It's totally valid to get upset. It is. Unless you knowingly are breaking the rules, unless you know that your company is going to come down hard on you and you know the risk, I think it's very valid to be upset. The requirement to sell products to customers and make a certain amount of profit, like in Amway, keeps these companies from legal trouble. Exactly. Hello, PH Actress. I'm so happy you're here. We're almost done, but I'm happy you joined us. Thank you so much. If you get suspended from your company, come on down. Yeah. Join me in Modere. I will love you. I will be a leader. Exactly.
Because you're literally hurting someone else's business. Now, in our company, we're very like lenient with this stuff. Like, we rarely ever suspend or come after anyone. And I will tell you again, I haven't lost anybody to these pyramid schemes, but I've had friends in other companies that have come to me upset and going, hey, you know about this company or that company, I'm losing thousands of people. And to me, that's sad. That's really sad. Now, does that also probably tell you that like missing pieces in your organization and your company? Probably.
That's so rude. You're like, that's sad, my friend. You're losing thousands of people. You're losing your livelihood. But like, it's your fault because you have holes in your organization. No, sir. If anyone loses 1,000 people in their downline, they're going to lose money. They will. It's impossible not to. I'm so frustrated. It's okay. Happy to see you. Oh, that's so nice, Jenny. That's so nice.
Probably, but still, like, joining some giant pyramid scheme and making money for 6 to 12 months, and then knowing it'll probably get shut down, knowing that you're going to have to jump to another shiny ball, and then another shiny ball, and then this shiny penny and that shiny penny. I'm sorry, that's not.
Did you know your company was going to get shut down? Because I gave you the benefit of the doubt, saying you probably did not know that you were in a fraudulent business structure when you started. Did you know it was going to get shut down? Did you plan on just jumping to the next shiny penny and the next one and the next one? And you're making it seem like it's your fault, right? Like, if your company shuts down, it's your own fault because you knowingly joined a pyramid scheme. Even if, like you said earlier, you feel connected to the product, you love the company, you feel at home in the company, it's still your fault. And you're just going to jump to the next shiny object because you can't commit to anything. Same, Johnny, same. Always remember, in MLM, everything is your fault. Exactly.
That's not how you build long-term residual income. And you know, it's funny, a lot of those people end up becoming like the anti-MLM hater. Like, dude, what are you doing? You're making
a lot of the people who knowingly join a pyramid scheme, even though they know it's going to get shut down, will jump to another company and then they become an anti-MLM hater. I won't go into this. We know anyone in these people's eyes, anyone who's not gung-ho MLM, anyone who's not 1,000% supportive of you in your MLM is automatically a huge hater and just wants you to fail. Like Dexter Yeager would say, they're all negative dream stealers. Like the friends in the video I called like the most culty Amway video ever, like they said, anyone in Amway is cool. Anyone outside of Amway isn't cool, right? They're all haters. They're all haters, and they're only haters because they tried to make money in MLM and they failed, not because they just see it for what it is, which is a scam. There are many MLM leaders with big teams who jump from one company to another. Exactly. Then they take their whole downline with them because they get bridge contracts. There's cross recruiting everywhere. Exactly. Those damn thieves. Exactly.
All the wrong moves. So at least I can try to do my best job as an ambassador for the profession to educate and inform. And if you still make a stupid decision, you still make a bad decision after I inform, and you see this video and you see my post and you still do it, well, that's on you. If you see one of my videos or one of my posts and you say, oh, I think John's talking about my company. Well, if the shoe fits, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's business. I'm not afraid. Your business. My business couldn't be more solid. I'm trying to help you. And if you don't see that, that's on you.
I'm trying to help you. If you don't see that, that's on you. But you're just telling us not to get all butthurt. You're being kind of rude. You're like, if you make a stupid decision to join a pyramid scheme, even after I try to help you, that's your fault. Don't get butthurt. It's your fault if you're butthurt. It's your fault if you're sad. It's on you. If you don't know, I'm just trying to help you. I think if you're really trying to educate people on like how certain MLMs are pyramid schemes, then I think you could have taken a different approach. We don't need to always take the tough love approach that is disguised as love and compassion. You could just be like, hey, some of these MLMs are pyramid schemes. This is what I found. Like, the friends who've been here for a while, you may remember the NetReady video I did on the different comp plans, and it was the the mono-leg comp plan. And our friend Richard Sletcher was like very respectfully explaining how most companies with the mono-leg comp plan are scams. And he explained very clearly and eloquently why he thinks companies with this comp plan are scams. Why couldn't we take that approach? I don't know if anyone has been around long enough to remember that video, but why can't we just sit there calmly and explain it? Why do we need to tell people not to get butthurt and then wonder why they get upset? If someone told me, oh, don't get butthurt, I'd be upset because that's rude, right? The word hater is so annoying. Only middle schoolers and MLMs use it. Exactly. They almost feel it's on you. I think to some extent, sure, I guess, if we let the words of other people really get under our skin and ruin our day and we obsess over it for hours or days, I think that could kind of be on us, maybe, although not everyone can control that. But I think if someone is making us trying to push our buttons, telling us in not so much of a respectful way that our company is a scam and then telling us not to get butthurt, I think it's on all of us. It's on all of us. It's on you too, because your delivery could have been more calm and more respectful, in my opinion. The gaslighting, right? I agree. We just watched his video. Do we get paid now? Oh, it's funny. The guy checked all the boxes. Good stream, Heather. Thank you, Johnny. Yeah, thank you, friends, for hanging out with me and sticking through the little derailment there. And yeah, PH actress, you just got here, but we had lots of friends come in the chat saying weird things, and then I made a bunch of people mods, and then I started to block a bunch of people, and it was very exciting. So you can watch a replay, but you don't have to. We have to use emotional, heated language. We must keep people functioning emotionally so they don't focus on reason. Reason leads to leaving the MLM cold. That was very well said. I love that. Good point. Okay. Good stream, Heather. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Mr. Angel Labs. So on Thursday, I'm going to do a stream with our old bestie, Richard Sletcher, who is going to tell us about how you can open up your own MLM in Africa, which I think is pretty interesting. So remember, Richard, he has a company that helps people who want to open up their own MLMs. So he's kind of like a consulting company for MLM CEOs. And so I think it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. It'll be a good one. He's so convinced that he's the only smart one, right? Thanks for keeping your cool. Thanks, Lisa. I tried. Thanks, PH Actress. I appreciate that. Oh, you're welcome, Lori. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Charlie. Yeah. Yes, that's cool, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's all over the news. Very exciting. Very cool. And I hope I don't know much details. I hope it's a good environment for all the athletes, and yeah, I hope it turns out great. I'm sure it will, and I hope it's all over TV. I did not get bullied. Great as always, you did not get bullied. Kind of did, but I reacted well, I think. Oops. MLM leaders tend to be narcissists. Exactly. All right. So that's all I have for today. I'll see you guys on Thursday, and I hope you all have a great night. Bye.